Hello, American Dream Live follower, member. So happy to join live and a little bit different timing, however, still on Thursday. And so happy to share the message and possibly you resonate with that. And that's another opportunity to reflect and to somehow shift some perspective, shifting some beliefs to grow them. And what's the community about? How to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. And why it's so important. Well, we get to experience both sides. We many times thinking that no, we just have to be on one side, and many times, actually, our mind is one of those protectors that protecting us from something new that to keep us safe, and many times we misinterpret those things and feeling stuck in a certain area instead of gaining some courage and exploring a different area and different perspective to see how more empowering that could be and how it can contribute to us really truly living that American dream. So, without further ado, today's topic that I at some point introduce to you, how to be protector. What what it's about that about the protector. You possibly, like in the preview I had mentioned, you have a picture of how that protector should look like. Possibly have like an armor. Or strong muscles, because well, if that person get to protect me, they have to be prepared, right, for that protection, and have to be stronger than you are or I am to really make a difference. And how about if that person is a teddy bear or have those like cuddly things? Can you imagine that that person could actually protect you in some kind of dangerous situation when his outside look like a teddy bear? So why I'm bringing that to draw some kind of pictures, to draw some ideas of how, what kind of thoughts and beliefs we actually having around the protector, somebody that protects us. And that actually word came from the scripture and to this morning, and I wasn't sure, and somehow had some different intuitive hit when I saw that word, and then there was a variation of that word, and it's like God. It doesn't have that armor, or like does it have like a teddy bear things? Possibly at some point. Many times we might be even not happy with how he protect us, and we think we're getting impatient and thinking that we are failures, we cannot accomplish what we want to accomplish, and potentially it's actually for our good, for protecting us from making some mistakes that can be really detrimental to us. And that's kind of that protection that usually God provides for us. So in in order to somehow be more like in that state of not human state but being state, doing like this muscle kind of actions without thinking about them, or putting some feelings, or just having actually those strong serious feelings, having actually a little bit different perspective on that, of that protection, that protection can be more effective when we actually, before we taking those actions, are embody more of that being the protector. And what do I mean by that? Be actually gentle. One of those protectors is being gentle and not so forceful. The next one is calm. many times when you like just about the muscles, about some anxious thoughts, worries, that's actually defeats that purpose of the protection. So being calm can actually create more of the opening and more in your mind, in your heart, that can actually somehow create a better shield of protection. uh, you being the protector, or the person that you want to protect, or whoever protects you. When they, when they come, they can act. When they come, when they more open, they can somehow sense that something is going on, and they can take action then. But if they somehow anxious and distracted, guess what, it won't be so effective protection, right? So the third one is loving. When it comes from love, it's also creates that opening, even bigger opening with your heart, which is actually even bigger than our mind. And when we keep our heart open, even though it seems like, well, we keep always trying to protect our heart from any hurts and dangers, because it's very hurtful and becoming very emotional when we're going through some hurtful moments that we didn't protect, and we feeling that we keep have to have that armor. But actually sometimes opposite is true. When we more open and have more courage to embody more of that loving nature, even though, well, there's sometimes it's a situation happening that we cannot really avoid, and maybe that's actually something that it's a part of something bigger that we get to go through before we see that actually that was the best step that we were taking at that moment. So I trust that it's something helpful to shift a bit that perspective of instead of being in that state of doing protection with the muscles, with all the overprotection, to have a different open perspective, open mind, open heart, with gentle, calm, and loving nature to really be more effective protector, and taking actions from that being states can really create more effective outcomes, effective actions that can be taken, and maybe not immediately we see how that effectiveness, but once we somehow start uncovering a bigger picture, we start actually seeing that was the best that actually can happen to us. So without further ado, this broadcast is being streamed on YouTube channel, as well as at American Dream Facebook group community. It's a private community. There is a link on the public YouTube channel to that community. You are welcome to join us for more content and more interactions there. YouTube is on a weekly basis on Thursdays morning in Mountain Standard time. Right now it's between 8 and 9. Today was a little bit after 9. Sometimes there is some adjustment to schedule when some conflict of schedule, but for time being, for a few months right now, I've been coming live streaming in the morning and on Thursdays to keep up with that. So, and you can share the comments or what resonates with the message, or what gets to be more clarified, or your take on the how to be protector. I would love to see that, and you can do those comments on both platforms. And sharing part is probably easier from the YouTube channel because it's a public channel. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified when their new content is available. I also stream that through a third party, so it's usually have that preview when I schedule the broadcast, where you can see what's the topic will be covered at what time, and with some preview what will be discussed. So I think without further ado, sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and see you around. Take care.